Some secrets of the world have grown older with time, but their answers have never been found. Sometimes it's a book written in a bizarre language that no one has ever been able to understand. Other times, it's a computer found in the ocean that is thousands of years old, or stones that are completely beyond human comprehension. So the question is, are these simply mistakes of history? Or are they truths that mankind is not yet ready to understand? Today, we will embark on a journey exploring the world's most mysterious secrets, things for which no one has answers. Friends, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Your subscription gives us a lot of motivation to keep creating more videos like this. Let us begin with our first mysterious secret. 1. The Voynich manuscript. Imagine finding a book where the rules of the world seem inverted. It is written in an unknown language, filled with illustrations of bizarre plants. And even the world's most prominent scientists have failed to decipher it. This is the Voynich manuscript, the most mysterious book in the world. In 1912, a rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich found this book in an old monastery in Italy. The book contains over 240 pages, though some pages are missing today. Through radiocarbon dating, scientists confirmed it was written between 1400 and 1440, making it roughly 600 years old. The real mystery lies within its contents. Every page features an unknown script that does not match any language from any civilization in human history. It contains symbols and alphabets never seen before. The illustrated plants do not exist in reality. Some pages show astrological diagrams featuring stars and galaxies that medieval Europeans could not possibly have known about. Most surprisingly, some illustrations depict unclothed women bathing in a strange green liquid surrounded by networks of tubes and pipes, resembling sketches of an unknown technology. Theories. Some believe it is a message from an alien civilization. Others think it's a record of a lost ancient civilization whose language died with them. Some historians suggest it is a medieval medical guide concerning women's health and herbal remedies. However, if that were true, the language would likely have been decoded by now. Some experts argue it is a sophisticated medieval hoax made for money. But why would a fake book employ such a complex and systematic system of symbols? Despite modern artificial intelligence and cryptography, its code remains unbroken after over 100 years. Looking at its pages, it feels as though a hidden realm of knowledge has intentionally been kept away from humanity, like the science of another world. 2. The Nazca lines. Imagine a desert where lines drawn in the soil and stones create designs so massive they can only be recognized from the sky. These are the Nazca lines. Found in the Nazca Desert of Peru. To a person walking on the ground, these lines just look like random trenches. However, when airplanes first flew over the desert in the 1930s, pilots made an astonishing discovery. Spread across the desert floor are more than 300 geometric shapes, animals, and mysterious figures. Someone drew the shapes of a human, a monkey, a giant hummingbird, and a spider on a scale so grand they only make sense from above. These lines were created by the Nazca civilization between 200 BCE and 600 CE. They made them by removing the reddish-brown top layer of the desert floor to expose the lighter, grayish-white subsurface underneath. The primary question is, how did they create such massive, flawless designs without drones or airplanes? From the ground, it is impossible to see the full picture. Theories. Many scholars believe the lines functioned as an astronomical calendar aligning with stars, constellations, and solstices. Another theory suggests they were ceremonial pathways where people walked during rituals to pray for water, given how arid the Nazca region is. A highly popular theory is that these lines were landing markers built for an alien civilization to identify from space, as achieving such perfection seemed impossible for humans back then. Some experts view it as an underground water map tracking where resources were located. Because of the desert's incredibly dry climate and lack of wind, these lines remain as pristine as they were 2,000 years ago. UNESCO has declared them a World Heritage Site, but the mystery persists. Why would an entire civilization create grand designs they themselves could never view from the ground? 3. The Pyramids of Giza consider a structure that has hidden the greatest royal secrets for thousands of years, the Pyramids of Giza. These structures are not merely graves or architectural marvels. They are an ocean of unsolved mysteries. The greatest intrigue surrounds the hidden chambers within the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Built roughly 4,500 years ago, it displays an accuracy that completely baffles modern engineers. In 2017, a scientific venture called the Scan Pyramids mission utilized muon radiography, a form of cosmic ray imaging capable of detecting spaces behind thick walls. Scientists confirmed that a massive hidden void, roughly the size of a commercial airliner, exists inside Khufu's pyramid. What was the purpose of this chamber? Some think it was a construction corridor used during assembly and sealed later. Other researchers assume it is a royal burial chamber that no one has managed to enter yet. Certain theorists believe it is a secret vault containing ancient technology or the pharaoh's treasures. The mystery deepens because the pyramid also features incredibly narrow shafts and corridors whose purpose remains entirely unknown. For instance, one shaft aligns perfectly with specific stars, indicating the Egyptians had a deep connection with astronomy and the afterlife. Scanning continues today, but physical entry is strictly prohibited to avoid disturbing the fragile structure. If these chambers are ever opened, will we find treasure or knowledge that rewrites human history? 4. Easter Island Moai statues. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean lies the tiny Easter Island, home to the large, strange Moai statues. Standing across the landscape are human-like stone faces ranging from 13 to 30 feet tall, with some weighing up to 80 tons. They were carved entirely with primitive stone tools, no machinery, no iron. The primary dilemma is figuring out how these massive stones were transported kilometers away from the mountain quarry where they were carved. Local lore claims the statues walked to their final destinations on their own. While bizarre, this lore makes the Moai even more mysterious. Archaeologists speculate they used ropes and wooden logs to pull them, yet modern reenactments struggle heavily to move them. How did ancient islanders pull it off? Furthermore, why were they built? Many believe they represent ancestral spiritual guardians protecting the island. Others think they were displays of power and authority, or remnants of an advanced, lost civilization. Even more striking is that researchers discovered these are not just detached heads, they have full bodies buried beneath the earth, complete with large torsos. For centuries, people thought they were just heads, but the truth turned out to be much deeper. 5. The Bermuda Triangle. Within a section of the Atlantic Ocean sits a triangular zone known as the Bermuda Triangle or Devil's Triangle. Its 3 points connect Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Many ships and aircraft have vanished within this maritime perimeter without a trace. The most famous incident occurred in 1945 with Flight 19, where 5 American Navy bombers went out on a training mission. Their final communications indicated their compasses failed and they had lost orientation. Hours later, contact was lost and the planes vanished completely. Incredibly, the rescue aircraft sent out to look for them also disappeared. Massive ships have also vanished, such as the USS Cyclops, a Navy vessel carrying over 300 people. It vanished without transmitting any SOS signal, leaving behind no wreckage or bodies. Theories. Some scientists suggest unique magnetic fields in the area disrupt compasses and navigation instruments. Another theory points to methane gas hydrates erupting from the ocean floor, lowering water density and causing ships to sink rapidly. Theorists also speculate it could be an alien base or home to remnants of the advanced technology of the lost city of Atlantis. Despite thousands of investigations, the true secret of the Bermuda Triangle remains unresolved. While experts claim there are natural explanations, no one has a definitive answer for every single disappearance. 6. The Shroud of Turin. Next is a secret that has long baffled religion, science, and history alike: the Shroud of Turin. This ancient piece of cloth, housed in the city of Turin, Italy, is one of the most heavily researched and debated objects in the world. The cloth features a faint, photographic-like imprint of a man's entire body. Many firmly believe this is the burial shroud used to wrap Jesus Christ after his crucifixion. The imprint shows a long-bearded man, detailing his face, hands, legs, and back. Strangely, the bodily marks correspond exactly to the crucifixion wounds described in the Bible: nail wounds in the hands and feet, lash marks across the back, and a crown of thorns around the head. Science has thoroughly attempted to evaluate it. In 1988, carbon dating tests suggested the cloth was only 700 years old, originating long after the time of Jesus. However, subsequent researchers argued that centuries of pollution, handling, and fire repairs skewed the carbon dating results. Some experts claim the image was created by a unique burst of light radiation embedded into the fibers, something impossible to replicate naturally, as if a supernatural flash printed the image. No one can definitively confirm if it is authentic or a brilliant medieval relic, leaving it as a massive puzzle hanging between science and faith. 7. The Antikythera mechanism. Deep in the ocean, amidst a broken shipwreck, divers recovered what initially looked like a regular piece of rusted metal. However, closer inspection left scientists completely breathless. It was the Antikythera mechanism, a device thousands of years ahead of its time. In 1901, Greek divers exploring a shipwreck near the island of Antikythera discovered gold statues and ornaments alongside this rusted gear machine. Archaeologists initially dismissed it as a broken astronomical tool, but subsequent research revealed it to be a 2,000-year-old marvel of engineering. It contains complex miniature gears, wheels, and dials resembling a modern clockwork mechanism. Studies confirmed this mechanism could track the movements of the sun, moon, and planets, predict eclipses, and even count down to the dates of the Olympic Games. Essentially, it functioned as an analog computer 2,000 years ago. How it was built remains a total mystery, as there is no historical record of such advanced metallurgy and precision tools during that era. Using X-ray imaging and 3D scans, scientists confirmed the device housed 37 fine gears to calculate space and time. If this technology existed 2,000 years ago, why did the rest of the world know nothing about it? And how did that knowledge vanish so suddenly? While some attribute it to ancient aliens or civilizations like Atlantis, The Antikythera mechanism stands as absolute proof that human history is far more complex than what we are conventionally taught. Outro. We will see you in the next video with another mysterious secret. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so.